you want to catch the biggest freshwater fish in the world, you need to go to Southeast Asia, where the Mekong catfish reputedly reaches weights of 600 pounds. But if you want to catch the biggest fishes possible to catch in freshwater, then Canada is the place to be. Canadian sturgeon have been recorded to lengths of 20 feet and more, with weights in excess of 1,800 pounds, but are not classed as freshwater fish because they occasionally spend some time at sea. Here on the Fraser River at Chilliwack in British Columbia, 1,000-pound plus sturgeon are still hooked and lost every year. The current world record of 468 pounds gets beaten on a fairly regular basis by fish which are not accurately weighed and claimed. The reason for this is that since the early 1990s, this has been a carefully regulated catch and release fishery, much to the benefit of the sturgeon population. It rains frequently in British Columbia, bringing a lot of suspended material into the water. This, combined with discoloration from glacial activity up in the Rockies, leads to extremely poor in-water visibility. Not helpful for the salmon fishing, but not a problem for the sturgeon, which hunt by scent detection aided by barbels on the underside of the snout.
The sturgeon only feed by scent, so it's not the size of bait that catches big fish. Anything will do, pretty much in size category. I believe the fresher the better, and what's in the river at that particular time. We use quite small baits for a majority of the year. Salmon roe balls, which are basically the size of a quarter. When we use pieces of lamprey, we're only using slivers. A big piece would probably be 2 inches long. For rods and reels, most of the guys use a Shimano Technium rod, which is, I'm not sure what the pound ratio is because we don't do it that way here. We use TLD 20s. Lots of the guys use 100-pound Power Pro right up to 150. Hook size, anywhere from a 6 to a 9/0. And the weight is on a slider system. In the bottom 120 kilometers of the Fraser, there's approximately 75,000. We've been doing a tagging program for the last 6 years, in which we've tagged 35,000 fish. The size range in the sturgeon in the Fraser River run anywhere from 30 inches to 125 inches. With the average size being approximately 40 inches. 1 in 6 fish should be 72 inches or bigger, right around the 100-pound mark. After about 48 inches, every 6 inches is approximately between 10 and 15 pounds per fish. They'll go 100 pounds.
Takes, when they come, are usually just a few firm pulls at the rod tip, not unlike a bite from a cod. There are other fish in the river system too, known locally as squawfish, which also rattle the rod tip, but are usually too small to take the bait. To be in with a chance of catching one, you need to scale the tackle right down, which is what Chad has done here.
We're going to use that to try to catch oversized sturgeon.
Sturgeon may well be happy to take the smaller offerings, but to have the best chance of keeping the smaller ones at bay, squawfish make an excellent bait. After a series of smaller fish on their own lamprey baits, the squawfish finally found a sturgeon big enough to take it in. It seems to be coming quite easy again now. Are we drifting?
No.
Alright, well he's coming in quite easily, although no doubt he'll change his mind. Like now. In shallow water with a good in-river flow, large fast-moving fish like sturgeon can soon remove a substantial measure of even 100-pound line from a reel. When this happens, the only option is to buoy off the anchor and give chase.
He's acting like a big fish. He's either quite a big fish or he's like a 4.5 foot fish that just hasn't done anything, right?
Yeah. It's not too difficult to get up. He's moving in towards us, but it might be a sudden change of mind in a minute.
There's very little flow in this gut that we're in right here, though. We'll see.
But this particular sturgeon decided to play things differently, which set us wondering if it would turn out to be a medium-sized fish with a big fish appetite. What convinces that bit? Walls. That's not a bad one. Have you got a kinsey on the water there, Don? Yeah. What's it going to make, if you think? Touch and go. Touch and go. In seemingly no time at all, it was at the side of the boat. It was then that it suddenly decided to wake up.
Here it goes, here it goes!
I just eased the drag off as well there.
Huh?
I just eased the drag back a little bit as well then. So that's exactly, that was the right time.
I knew he was going to do that. He just hasn't done enough?
No. Ten minutes later, and it was back at the boat again, this time hopefully fully beaten for Chad to have another go at bringing it on board.
Did you get it off?
Yeah. Finally done it, finally cracked it.
Yeah.
The 100.
Hey!
Don't give us a photograph, Meg. For years I've had an ambition to catch a freshwater fish weighing over 100 pounds. Here on the Fraser River at Chilliwack, fishing with Chad McCady, I've finally achieved that ambition.